She Who Awakens by Alina Chamberlain, Book 3, from the author. Dear reader, you are holding more than just a book. You are holding a map to a territory that is rightfully yours, yet perhaps remains undiscovered. This is a textbook for the woman who is ready to help herself first. This work marks the third book in my series dedicated to your transformation. If you have already journeyed through Book 1 and Book 2, you know that our path is one of layers, stripping away the old to reveal the radiant. If you are starting here, I truly hope you find the time to revisit my previous works, as they lay the emotional and psychological floorboards upon which this advanced mastery is built. Together, these books form a complete trinity of your evolution. There is a profound reason why, during an airplane safety briefing, we are told to, quote, put on your own oxygen mask before helping others. In the journey of life, if you are breathless, exhausted, and disconnected from your own source of joy, you cannot truly save, serve, or love anyone else to your full potential. This book is your oxygen. It is an invitation to rediscover your beauty, to cherish the woman you see in the mirror, and to finally claim the deep, radiant pleasure that is your birthright. For too long, female pleasure has been shrouded in myth, silence, or clinical coldness. In these chapters, we will move beyond the basics into the professional and profound foundations of orgasmic mastery. We will explore the higher mathematics of your body, from the intricate internal architecture of the clitoral complex to the psychological triggers that allow your brain to finally surrender to ecstasy. I have spent years witnessing thousands of women transform from a state of sexual drought to a life of vibrant, multisensory harmony. What I have learned is that pleasure is a skill, not a stroke of luck. It is a language you can learn to speak fluently. As you turn these pages, I ask you to approach them with the curiosity of a student and the kindness of a friend. We will navigate the biological hardware of your nerves and the psychological software of your mind. We will build a sovereign sanctuary where you are no longer a passive participant in your intimacy, but the conscious director of your own bliss. I await your transformation with open arms. When a woman awakens to her own pleasure, she doesn't just change her life. She changes the energy of the entire world around her. The more women we have standing in their power and radiant in their joy, the more brilliant the rainbow in our sky becomes. Let us begin this third step of our journey toward beauty, kindness, and love, together. With Love and Light, Alina Chamberlain, Book 3, Chapter Deconstructing Taboos and Reclaiming the Self. The journey toward a woman's orgasmic potential begins not in the bedroom, but within the architecture of her mind. For generations, female sexuality has been shrouded in a dense fog of social stereotypes, inherited complexes, and cultural taboos. To clear this mist, we must recognize that sexual relations are a vital pillar of holistic health, far transcending the simple biological mandate of procreation. A vibrant sexual life acts as a profound source of vitality. It fosters a creative approach to existence, bolsters spiritual well-being, and provides a resilient foundation for emotional intimacy. To unlock the heights of pleasure, a woman must first replace restrictive mental debris with a sound, self-affirming belief system that honors her body as a vessel of joy. The physiology of the peak, understanding the physical response. From a strictly physiological perspective, an orgasm is the zenith of sexual arousal, characterized by a rapid and rhythmic release of accumulated neuromuscular tension. The primary physical signature of this moment is the contraction of the pelvic floor muscles, occurring at a frequency of approximately 0.8 seconds. The intensity and duration of these sensations vary significantly. While some women experience a brief series of 2 to 4 contractions, others may experience 15 or more. It is essential to understand that the strength of an orgasm is often a reflection of the tone and training of the pelvic muscles. However, the brightness of the experience is also modulated by internal rhythms, such as the menstrual cycle, and external factors like the level of trust and emotional safety established with a partner. A spectrum of experience. The taxonomy of orgasm. To demystify the female experience, we must categorize the diverse ways pleasure manifests. According to the foundational classifications of sexology, orgasms can be distinguished by their origin, localization, and flow. Coital orgasms occur during intercourse, while extracoital orgasms may arise through masturbation, petting, or even accidental stimulation, such as the rhythmic motion of horse riding or intense pelvic congestion during prolonged periods of arousal. In terms of localization, the clitoral orgasm remains the most common, 40 to 56%, followed by vaginal localization, 33 to 37%. The flow of pleasure is equally varied. Some women experience a peak-shaped short-term release, while others enjoy a wave-like protracted sensation. Remarkably, about 5% of women possess the natural capacity for multiple orgasms, where one peak leads into the next without a full return to a resting state. The 70/30th rule. The psychological command center. In the realm of female intimacy, the physical body accounts for roughly 30% of the experience, while the mind governs a staggering 70%. This psychological dominance explains why a physically strong orgasm may feel unfulfilling if the emotional connection is cold. Yet a weak physical sensation can feel life-altering when a woman is deeply in love and psychologically immersed. Evolutionarily, the orgasm was a reward for procreation, but human development has successfully separated biological utility from hedonistic pleasure. This shift has transformed raw sexual drive into human love, a synthesis of the spiritual and the physical. For a woman, her orgasmic capacity is often a barometer of her relationship's health, and, more importantly, a reflection of her own internal sense of worth. Self-esteem, the foundation of sexual energy. Your capacity for pleasure is inextricably linked to your self-esteem, which is built upon 3 pillars: unconditional love, respect, and constructive criticism. The first pillar, love, is often rooted in the first year of life. If a mother responds to her child's needs with warmth, the child learns they are inherently worthy. The second pillar, respect, is earned through one's own actions and growth, while the third is the ability to acknowledge mistakes without self-destruction. When self-esteem is stable, energy is preserved. Conversely, those with low or inflated self-esteem waste immense amounts of sexual energy on defending their ego or seeking external validation. Only by nurturing a healthy, balanced self-image can you retain the vitality required for a truly vibrant and creative sex life. Clearing the path from irrational debris to rational beliefs. Many women fall into the trap of blaming external circumstances, such as an inexperienced partner, for their lack of satisfaction. They may try to change the husband, only to find the same patterns repeating with a new person. The truth is that our feelings are not caused by events, but by our thoughts about those events. Our 5 senses collect data, but our brain interprets it through a filter of mental debris. Irrational thoughts, such as, everyone must love me, I must do everything perfectly, or he is responsible for my pleasure, act as barriers to happiness. By identifying these garbage thoughts and replacing them with rational beliefs, such as, I am responsible for my own feelings, and it is okay to make mistakes, you reclaim your power and open the door to genuine intimacy. The creative power of the orgasmic woman. When a woman learns to master her thoughts, she transforms her reality. If you find yourself stuck in a negative cycle, practice the 4 positives exercise. For every negative event, force yourself to identify 4 positive outcomes or lessons. This practice shifts the brain from a state of lack to a state of abundance. As you become more orgasmic in your mindset, embracing your body, your desires, and your self-worth, you begin to radiate a magnetic confidence. This energy is not confined to the bedroom. It spills over into your business, your relationships, and your creative projects. By working on your thoughts today, you are not just improving your sex life, you are building a more powerful, radiant version of yourself. Discover the secrets to nurturing your lifestyle and love style at Wish for Love. The electronic version of all chapters from the full book, She Who Awakens by Alina Chamberlain, can be found at wishforlove.org.